Hello and welcome to Ketchup and Mustard with me, Charlie.
And the one and only Matt Fowler.
I'm Charlie Holman, by the way. Not just Charlie. I'm not Cher.
Like Adele, Cher, Bono.
Charlie Holman. There is a surname. Okay.
Trying to think of other one-named people. I think I've named them all. Pink.
Sting. So a game show name. Is Sting on the board? Our survey says
no.
Fuck.
No one likes Sting anymore.
You know what, that just makes me think of the B movie.
That's
not his real name.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the people that go, spell a 3-letter word, alligator.
What?
No, it's not a 3-letter word.
What is that from?
3-letter animal. That's what it is. It's that show. It's the survey. It's the price. Not the Price is Right. Whatever the fuck it is. The Steve Harvey
Family
one.
Feud.
Family Feud. That's the one. He's like, name a 3-letter animal.
Is it Family Feud?
Yeah. Family Feuds with Steve Harvey.
Okay.
Name a 3-letter animal. Alligator.
I only said a 3-letter word. I was like, of course it's not alligator.
or maybe yellow fruit. Orange. Yep, that has happened. I don't know how you haven't seen these vines.
I haven't seen those. No, I don't know. I've seen so many of just like Family Feud like fuck ups and stuff, and like those sorts of videos. Like,
yeah.
But they're normally like that, like the 2-minute video.
Yeah.
Or something.
No, these are vines. Oh, the alligator one was pre Steve Harvey.
Oh, okay. Have you seen the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire one where there's it's like the 4 answers, and he's got all his lifelines left, and this is like the final question or something. And he's just like, it's not going to be like, he's like going through them like, oh, it can't be that one, but I don't know what the question was, but it can't be that one. And then he says on the next one, which is like a very simple question, and it's obviously that one. He goes, I don't think it could be that one, so I'm putting it between the bottom 2, so I'm going to go with C, and it was like B. And it's just like...
So it's the one he said it was obviously not.
Yeah.
Some people are dumb though. They get cocky and then they fuck up, so...
What are you gonna do?
The
The monster!
Who's Steve? People only get that if they watched Big Mouth.
Big Mouth, yeah. Right, so the actual topic... now we've got that out of the way, about game shows and stuff.
Yeah.
The actual topic of this episode of Ketchup and Mustard, episode 3.
Ah, he said it.
he said the word. Roll credits. We're done. The actual topic of this episode is, what was life like before smartphones? I went smartphones just because obviously mobile phones we've had all our lives, but like smartphones have only been like a last 10 years thing.
Phones for me, I had a phone when I was 13.
No, but I mean like they've been around though. Like,
yeah, they've been around.
Like I didn't get my own phone until...
Haven't they been around since like...
Yeah, they've been around since like the
80s or whatever.
80s I think was the start of them, yeah.
Yeah.
But...
These would be bricks back then though, didn't they?
Yeah, my dad's actually still got one.
Oh, really?
One of the early ones, and it's literally like...
You should sell that. It would probably be a lot of money.
You should, but it's just in our shed. And it's literally... It's like got a case as well. But it's also got a handle on it.
Just in case he drops it.
Yeah, it's got like
your silicone one.
It's got like a small briefcase, like the size of a MacBook.
Oh, blimey.
It's just like the phone itself.
Yeah.
And then that thing itself has also got a handle.
Well.
You know, you want to be a bit more stylish. You don't carry around the case.
You can customise the case with your name if you want. You can have it in pink.
But it's literally like what a landline looks like.
Yeah, but in a suitcase.
But in a suitcase, basically. Or like a suitcase shape. It's just really funny.
And then they evolved into like those big old square brick ones with the real long antenna. I don't know why. So it was in, what was it?
It had an antenna on the other one as well.
I think it was in George of the Jungle. I think he does like somebody has a phone in a film that is from our childhood, and they do the antenna thing. And since that moment, I wanted one of them phones. Like he goes, puts it to his ear. I'm like, I want it.
He's just buy you like a decent set of walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
That's basically what walkie-talkies are like. No, but I don't think I got my first, like my own mobile phone until it was definitely middle school. I don't think it was till like year 7 in middle school. What age did you say you?
I think I was 13.
What age would I have been in year 7? I don't know what age. How old was I in year 7?
I don't know.
I would have been 13, 14. So
about
around the same time, yeah.
Although I'd say I was 13. I think my mum gave me one when I had to start getting the school bus.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough.
So
I think
that's right. So I got one in year 5, which I would have been 10.
I think my mum's job changed.
Yeah.
In year 7 or something. Something like that. There was a reason that I needed one just because I started walking home as well.
Oh, right.
Or someone else would pick me up.
Yeah.
But like, I think year 5 and 6, I was still getting dropped off and picked up still. And
I see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure something changed, and then they were like, "Okay, you can have a phone. You can have a phone."
Okay. I'm just gonna put my phone on airplane mode.
My actual phone's in the other room.
It vibrated. I was like, "Fuck! I'd forgotten." Yeah, but they were very different back then.
Yeah, what was your first phone?
My first phone or my first smartphone?
No, just your first phone. What was your first
First phone was I don't know what, I think it was like Samsung L630 or something like that.
What did it look like?
It was a small black phone, probably literally about 8 centimeters in total, but it slid.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't get like the right to a sliding phone until like
it wasn't cool enough to be the you know the ones where they turned and slid, the sideways turning ones. It wasn't one of those.
Like a BlackBerry, because that was big.
There wasn't a BlackBerry though, because BlackBerry's keyboards they're just there.
Yeah,
but
BlackBerry was a big thing though.
I'm on about like ones where they turn to the side and then slide down. It wasn't one of those. It was just
Is a BlackBerry class of a smartphone? No, I didn't think so. No, because that was like one of the things.
I class a smartphone as something that doesn't have buttons. Okay. Really?
Because they're bringing back the BlackBerry.
They've brought back the BlackBerry.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more of a business phone.
Yeah, but it is. I didn't know if it was like it's still got like internet access and stuff, isn't it? Or does it not?
I mean, my phone had internet access all the way back then.
I don't know.
It wasn't like I couldn't go on Google Chrome or anything. I couldn't surf the web.
Yeah.
And I was always scared to go onto it because it always came up with like,
I'm pretty sure my mum warned me against it because we accidentally costing her money.
Yeah, that's basically what it came up with. It was like, if you go on this, it might cost you some money. And so I was like, no, go back. And it always took like a few seconds to like go back. I've still got that phone actually. I can still use that. Because remember when my phone broke?
Yeah.
Way back, and I was like, I need a phone, so I went back to using that phone. And then I just didn't text anyone back, so everyone was worried about me for ages. But that was my first phone.
I don't have that problem because no one messages me.
Well, no, the reason I started using it is because you were getting annoyed with me because I wasn't using a phone at the time. I can vividly remember you being like, it might not have been you.
It definitely wasn't me because we weren't friends then.
No, I'm talking my phone, my iPhone broke. So I stopped using a phone, and then I went back to it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
So
middle school. Like
no, this was like West Somerset, Bridgewater, time.
Yeah, because we were not friends. We went It's not like we were enemies.
We were not friends. We stared each other down on the playground. Anime fucking things going.
We knew of each other, but weren't like.
Yeah.
Didn't really like. Hadn't talked or anything.
We were acquaintances. We weren't friends.
Yeah. The first phone I had was the proper Nokia. So it was like, Nokia, was it the 310? It's literally just
the indestructible one.
Yeah, but it's literally just. But it wasn't like a flip one or anything.
No,
literally just like this little brick.
Yeah,
the smallest screen
that you could give someone a fucking aneurysm with.
Yeah. Mum was like, I don't know if I asked for a phone or if it was like, okay, we're going to give you a phone because of these things changing and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting a phone. Everyone else has like these flipping ones, or they have a BlackBerry or something. And then I'm just handed this thing.
Let's be honest, it was probably your dad's.
It was I'm pretty sure most of my brothers and sisters had it as their first phone. So it was literally a hand-me-down phone. And
that's how your family works, isn't it?
Yeah, it is how my family works, because we're all the brothers and sisters, but
yeah.
It was literally this thing. I don't know why it's a very vivid memory for me. Of me just standing outside school calling my mum, and then someone saying something about my phone. Like some kid walking past and saying something about my phone.
It sounds like you've got a complex. like you're very conscious about people talking about your phone.
No, but they literally made they knew me.
Oh, right.
They were in our year group. I don't know. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
Them walking past and going, "Oh, look, Charlie got a phone," or something like that about the thing. And it was.
Yeah, but you made it sound like. Oh yeah, I was on the phone to my mum, and somebody made a comment about my phone. Oh, the hush!
It wasn't like
it affected you
that much.
Mentally.
It's just I don't know why I have the memory of that and why it's so prominent in my mind.
Though to be fair, going off the complex thing and that, it was a very social. It wasn't normal to have a phone yet, really. It was getting there.
Yeah.
Everyone was getting phones, but it wasn't like it is now.
No.
Not everyone had a phone.
No.
We're that awkward transitional period. Everyone was getting the new stuff. iPhones started coming out when we were getting phones, that kind of thing. So we're in the sort of weird bubble of what the fuck.
Yeah.
Which is odd.
What could you do on your first phone? What was what were the possibilities with that thing?
Oh mate, there were so many. Oh right, my favourite thing to do was poker. I could play poker on my phone. Rather. That was the best thing. It was an old phone, but it had games. I could actually download other games, but it cost me money. So I didn't. And it also had a camera. So when you had
everything.
That's when you slid. When you slid it up, had a camera. Had Bluetooth, so I could get. I could play music from that. It was basically my phone now, but worse. So.
All I could do, I could make phone calls, and I could play Snake.
Oh yeah, I had
Snake. I wasn't any good at Snake, so I never played it.
Or you could only play Snake.
That's the only thing I had on the phone.
That's the only thing.
I can remember the only thing I could do besides
texting and calling.
I feel like there was something else. What else? I think for some reason there was the option to connect to the internet, but I don't know what you would do on a Nokia.
See, that's
on the internet.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like it was good for downloading other games, buying songs, and then potential
You
navigation.
couldn't play a song off mine though, like if it was,
Off of yours, yeah, I don't know. But
maybe I
for
could
mine,
download a ringtone. But that's about it.
Hey, no, Nokia ringtones were the best though. I have to say that they were the best. I think.
I can't remember what it sounded like. Do you have that, like, did you, before you had the first phone?
Yeah.
Like, because we had this thing in the, like, where I had to, like, memorize 2 numbers. Like, there was a thing about, like, you know, memorizing numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So, in case something happened, like, we were on a family trip somewhere, and I got lost or something. For some reason, I don't know why we had this, like, this discussion, but it's something that obviously you tell your kids, if you get lost, this is what you do.
Mm-hmm.
You find a phone box, and you call either your mum's number or you call the, like, for some reason, the house number. Those were the 2 I got told to memorize.
I didn't get told to memorize numbers. I just knew them. Like it was for me. It was more like, okay, so know the house phone. That was just a given.
Yeah, you're supposed to know anyway, like in case, like,
I know.
anything.
I still know. I don't know if it exists anymore, but my nan's phone number when she lived in Kent. Not that would have helped me if I got lost.
No.
Like this wasn't.
Man, I'm lost in Taunton.
I'm lost.
Help me.
Though to be fair, I was in a very different situation to you.
Yeah.
Because your parents drive and you live in a town.
Yeah. So we were going we could go places or something.
But for me, it was I live in the middle of nowhere. My mum doesn't drive, and we don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So
if you do go somewhere,
it's literally in vicinity of my mum.
Yeah.
So
and if you do get lost, you're fucked.
Yeah. You just die. Pretty much how it
Down
is.
the woods somewhere.
Down the woods somewhere.
In a field.
Dead. Getting eaten by a sheep. Something like that, yeah. But
No, it's weird to me because, like, there's that period where, okay, if something was wrong, I'd go to a phone box, but now, like, phone boxes are, like, slowly becoming less and less of a thing, or, like, public phones are becoming less and less of a thing.
Yeah.
I feel like for some reason there's always got to be a public phone in some way.
Well, yeah, I think there is as well because, you know, I mean, I know you see them with it, but, like, homeless people don't often have phones.
Yeah.
So if they are still in contact with their family, like, that is a way for them to ring.
Your head went to homeless people, mine went to the apocalypse is happening.
Yes, because that's an everyday thought.
Standard phone lines, like phone signals are down. The line's are the only way to contact anyone, so you've got to use a wired landline.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day.
No, but they're slowly going away because of like funding for them and stuff, and obviously they don't make enough money to. It's weird that like every single phone box is like individually.
It's privately owned.
Privately owned, like every individual one.
I know that's a very big thing in America.
Mm.
They're all over there. They're privately owned. I think here,
I think some of them are grouped.
Some of them are owned privately.
Yeah.
But like they're often the ones where it's got like tokens
instead
of coins, which is a stupid thing. But the majority in cities and stuff are, I think, owned by council stuff.
There's a very weird thing that happened recently, and this is like, it kind of affects how I see part of my, like, if it, like, you know, like when there's those periods in life where you're like, oh, time has gone by, like something has changed, and now like time is very much like a prominent thing in your mind, like something you're thinking about. Whenever I tell someone directions to my house, I tell them to go along like one of the roads, and then when you get to the phone box, it's the next left. The phone box has just been taken away.
Oh, really?
They've gotten rid of it.
Oh, that!
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's... Though, to be fair, that phone box was, like...
Yeah, it was very vandalised.
Yeah.
It was, like, all the like, glass and stuff.
Not that you live in a rough area.
No, but it was
just...
I think...
It was old,
I think
it,
local...
obviously.
Also, I think local kids were bored because, like...
Yeah.
Our little bit is just...
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. It wasn't, like, graffitied or anything. It's just the glass was broken.
Yeah.
Some of it could have been drunk people or something. But yeah, it's been there since I can
forever.
remember. Yeah, since I can remember, and that's gone. And there's just this square patch that goes into the grass.
So now your directions are going to be, so when you get to the square patch, then you turn left.
You're going down that road and you're going past this big grass area, and just in it there'll be a concrete insert.
The phone box used to be there.
Around about the size of a phone box.
You turn left shortly after. So now for me it's easier because there's a war memorial. And the phone box is next to the war memorial, which is a weird place to have a phone box. I always just say the war memorial for me.
Yeah.
So again, it's not a prominent thing in my head. Do you get it? Where this is going off of the phones thing for a second. But do you get it where you're waiting for someone, but time is going stupidly slowly.
Yeah, I get it. I had that every single time I was waiting for to be picked up from something.
Yeah.
So I was waiting to say rugby or taekwondo or something, and I'm just standing there.
Yeah.
And for some reason, 5 minutes feels like
4 hours.
Yeah.
Bro, come on. Like when you or Dan come to pick me up when I didn't drive, it was I was checking out the window. Yeah. I was like, come on, we're gonna be late. We're gonna be late. Often it's because we were late, but yeah. I was ready for 8 o'clock the majority of the time. And when you weren't there, I was waiting for you. Time was going well slow. So
I think it's worse. I think that happened. That's worse. It's made worse when you're outside somewhere though. But obviously, you're at home and you're in your house. So it's not as big of a thing, but if you're outside, waiting somewhere for something. No, I just think it's weird because, for obviously there's the phone.
Back to the phone thing.
For going back to the phone thing, there's obviously the first few years you don't remember, but of your life you don't remember.
I've got some memories.
But from pretty much a majority of our lives so far was a period without phones.
Yeah.
Or about any phone at all.
It was
just landline, and that was the phone.
It was a time when phones were a necessity for a reason.
Yeah, it was just a contact purpose.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Now it's for pleasure. So.
Yeah. Do you remember what long journeys or something were like?
Do I remember? No. Do you know why?
Why?
Sleep.
Okay.
Every single journey.
So I remember early on family holidays or something. A lot of the time when we go on a family holiday, we would drive for hours to somewhere. For 1 hour or something, I could use my Game Boy.
Oh yeah, I had a Game Boy.
I could use my Game Boy for an hour or so.
Yeah.
But or it would get to the point where we are now travelling at night, and I didn't have one of the lights for the Game Boy.
You had one of them Game Boys.
Yeah, I didn't have anything.
I had the advanced.
I didn't.
Advanced.
Yeah, the advanced didn't have a. Oh no, the advanced. I'm thinking. Sorry, I don't know why I'm thinking.
You're thinking the colour.
Yeah, because I had the colour, but once it was dark, you can't use that anymore. Also, it didn't last that long.
Yeah.
But then you just have to. I don't know what my mind preoccupied that time with.
Yeah, you weren't ever remember that was the thing as well. You won't ever remember that.
No, because now it's filled with whenever I'm travelling, I'm if I'm not obviously I'm not the driver.
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm concentrating on driving. But if I'm a passenger in something, when I'm a passenger now, driving somewhere or we're travelling somewhere, part of the time we're either listening to music off a phone, or I'm looking at my phone or something. Not the constant time because we do talk a lot and stuff anyway. But when I'm by myself, obviously, a lot of the time it's partially podcasts that fill my time now. But as something that comes from my smartphone, I couldn't do that before.
A lot of our shitty ideas that we come up with have been from journeys where we just talk, and I think that's good. I think having that time to talk to somebody is good. Right? Everyone should have that. But the danger now is because it's almost a natural human reaction to
check your phone.
If you're bored, you check your phone.
Yeah.
So if somebody's talking to you, your mind gets that little bit bored. Check your phone.
It's like that. It gets to the point where I can't remember. It was someone else said it on something I was listening or watching. It feels like now at this point in time we're scared to be alone with our own thoughts.
That makes sense.
For too long.
Yeah.
To be alone with yourself and not think and just think about stuff that you have going on or like.
Yeah. People don't self-reflect anymore.
And as soon as there's like a period where you're like, I'm getting into like that mindset of that sort of thinking.
Yeah.
You go straight to the phone and then.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have an itch.
So it's like. It's almost like because you go to your phone and check Instagram or whatever, and that will then sort of almost fill your self-confident quota for the time.
It was like I always go down rabbit holes as well, of like
we've all been down the rabbit hole.
We all go down the rabbit hole now of like you're on Instagram or you're on Facebook or something, and you're watching a video.
Endless video.
And then you just keep going. It's the next video, and the next video, and the next video. And suddenly 3 hours has gone by, and I've done nothing except watch videos on something.
Yeah. I think if people... Right. I think if people could see themselves on their phones, they'd be on it less.
There was actually a... I think it came up on my Facebook. Which is ironic, because I was probably looking at my phone when I saw it.
Yeah.
But it was these set of pictures, and it was like people on their phones in a scenario, and they were like slightly faded out and like separate, and then some other people doing something, so showing that they were missing out on things happening around them.
Yeah.
I just thought that was quite like a powerful set of photos.
But yeah, what I mean by that is if your phone randomly took a photo of you at any point,
yes,
like you're. No, it turns out Ted, you'll be sat there like double chins.
It's literally when you open the front facing camera accidentally.
Yeah, literally
if it did that to you.
If that happened every time you started watching a video, you were on it for too long. Yeah. If you're on it for say more than half an hour, it took a photo of you and that photo came up. I think people would start putting the phone down more. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be on your phone a lot. I'm not saying that.
No.
Because I feel like people need to be socially connected.
There's also a criticism from the older generation that people are on their phones too much.
Yeah.
But part of that is because obviously they didn't have that.
Yeah.
And then if they did have that, they probably would have done the same.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just the human way of thinking. Speaking of like the idea of the rabbit hole, it's a similar thing to that. But you know the cycle of apps.
Oh yeah.
So like you
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah. Sometimes I try not to do it in the morning now.
No, I don't. I don't actually check my phone in the morning now.
No, I used to do it, but now I'm trying not to. I still watch something in the morning, like while I'm having breakfast or something. But like when I first get up, I try not to check everything. But like that cycle, it happens again when you go into that mindset of you're bored. And your brain wants to fill that time with looking at your phone.
Yeah.
It's just like Facebook, check it. To the point I've seen on the posts.
Yeah.
Instagram, scroll all the way down, check all the stories. Whatever's next.
Yeah.
Snapchat, Twitter, whatever. And then you go back to the Facebook because something new might be posted now.
Yeah.
Go to Instagram, check it.
New set of memes
the new.
But no, yeah.
That cycle.
I've tried to sort of not cut it out, but I did notice. I was listening to Ear Biscuits, and Rhett and Link were saying that they sometimes get into this sort of. They check their phone in the morning. That's the first thing they do. And I was like, oh yeah, I do that. So I was like, all right, I'm going to stop doing that, and actually, not picking my phone up. Obviously, picking my phone up and turning the alarm off. Or whatever, if there's a message, I'll look at the message. But not cycling through those apps in the morning is actually really helpful because I then put the phone down, I get up, I go brush my teeth, I go have my breakfast, whatnot. I feel like I'm less likely to stay in bed if I don't check. If I don't check the apps.
For me, it's just the fact that I put my the alarm. I don't check it in the check the apps in the morning, but the only reason I get up in the morning really is because I put my phone on the other side of the room, so I force myself to get out of bed and then walk across the room, turn off my alarm, and then carry on.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't work. If I don't have anything to do planned in the day, then it doesn't work. But it does.
And you get back into bed.
Yeah, it does work when I know I need to go do something.
Yeah.
So my brain's like, okay, you're up. You need to go do that thing. Go do it. But I feel like we especially, I don't know about a lot of other people, but we especially have periods now. And I think it's happened more that we've been here, of where it's like when we play D&D. We have multiple hours where the phone is not involved in what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I kind of feel like it's a healthy exercise. Maybe not exercise, but like...
Yeah. When that's the thing. When people start calling it an exercise, people are less likely to do it.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
Which is bad.
But it's just a period of time where we're not looking at our phones, we're in the moment with...
We're talking to people.
Yeah, with the people around us, etc.
Yeah. We're not virtually socializing.
Yeah. Now as well, because you can escape into your phone basically. That some social anxieties might be like, not all of them, I know, but some might be like
caused by,
not caused by, but like
influenced by,
like more influenced by the use of them.
Definitely.
Because you have that escape right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because you're spending less time talking to people than you I definitely think of myself like I'm terrible at talking to new people. And
yeah, you are.
Yeah. Once I'm introduced to someone, that I'm fine.
You don't shut up.
Yeah. But like, just going up to someone and talking to someone. Sometimes, not all the time. I'm fine with like, for some reason I'm fine with businesses and stuff and things like that. I'm fine with like standard things like that. But like, if it was just like a random person at a party out or a night out or something like other social situation like that, university, which is random people, I'm terrible at just like walking up to that person and start talking to them.
See,
I don't know if it might not be influenced by the use of a phone, but.
It definitely is. It definitely is influenced by the use of a phone. But I also think a smartphone. A smartphone. But I also think that in our situation, it's more difficult because we came into a year group that had already met each other.
Yeah, that is a big part of it.
So for university, I can understand why you would feel different going up to somebody and not feeling that confidence to be like, hey, my name's Charlie and I do whatever I do. Like, I mean, I don't find it as difficult to go up to somebody, but that's just my nature. But at the same time, there is still that social like barrier there. Like, for me, I'm like, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Arm's length, please. But then, like, people like Shana, for example, she's on her phone a lot. But she's probably one of the most talkative people in the entire class. Yeah, that is true, yeah. Like, she talks to everyone, even if she doesn't know them. And I admire the heck out of that.
It is I think it's a very personal thing. Like I'm in no way saying that like the phone is the definite cause of like the social problems that some people have. But I just feel like sometimes it does influence that. And obviously, Shauna's proof that
it doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to. No.
Yeah. For you though, it's definitely confidence.
Yeah.
But that's because you weren't a confident kid.
No, yeah, and that's part of it and stuff. So and other stuff builds up to that. But the other thing I was going to ask was, is there anything anything you used to do before you had a phone that like filled your time that you wish you could go back to doing now, or this is a two-part question. So that's the first part. Or is there anything that you do now because you have the phone that you wish you didn't?
Something that I did that I wish I could do. Wish I could do, or wish I do.
Wish that you, like.
Wish
like you
just something that
you used to fill your time with then, but that now is filled with that phone time.
Because
I know it's hard to think about it, because obviously it's been a big part of your.
That's a very different time.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, when I didn't have a phone, I was playing with toys.
Yeah. Okay.
We
can rethink it. Like, is there something now that you wish you'd fill your time with now?
What I was gonna say was, I used to write letters to my nan all the time. I used to write, to be honest, I used to write to everyone.
Yeah.
And then my mum would send the letters, and
Did she though?
No, she actually did, because I got replies.
Yeah. Okay. I just imagine like there's a drawer somewhere in your house that's just letters.
full of letters. Yeah, no. Well, maybe. Mum, tell me. I don't know if you listen to this podcast, but I'm going to make you listen to this one just because. But I used to write letters to my nan and everything, and that was good because she obviously lived far away, so it's nice. Obviously there was a landline, but my nan also write back to me, so it was this little back and forth that we had. I've probably still got the letters somewhere actually, but I wish I did that more now. I wish I physically wrote something down, not typed, but physically actually wrote down a letter to somebody and sent that. I wish that was still a thing.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't happen. You send birthday cards or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's not a letter.
Yeah.
In this, we would describe what we've done for the week or the month, however long it's been.
Or a postcard or something like
that.
Something that has that more depth to it. Something that's got more about
personal meaning.
Yeah.
That I wish
you've
I
obviously put effort into writing that, and you've obviously
I mean, I don't know if my nan could read this because my handwriting was awful as a child.
Yeah.
But the point is
the thought was there.
Yeah. I can actually remember my mum got me somebody got me. I'm pretty sure it was my mum. She got me a Pooh Bear letter making kit. It was cool. It was
describe this because I don't know what you mean by
letter making kit. It wasn't. It was basically paper that had Pooh Bear borders, that kind of thing. The envelopes had it all on. It was that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Stationery. It was just this box full of letter making stuff.
Okay.
And I'd sit there, write my letter out on my little table, put it in the envelope, and then give it to my mum, post that. And that would be it.
Just imagine you. I don't know why, but in my head I imagine little Matt in a full suit and a press handing them off to your secretary.
I just wax stamping my Pooh Bear envelopes.
Just handing them to your mum / secretary. Make sure these go out today. Very important.
First class. Chop up.
Need to make sure Nan knows about the goal I scored in PE.
She has to know that my front two teeth got knocked out. They didn't. We actually had to pull them out. That's a completely different story.
Yeah, for another time.
Different time, different conversation. I'm just trying to think but that's a thing that I wanted to say. I make it sound like I wrote letters every single day, but I didn't. I wrote them occasionally. I enjoyed doing it. But the time that I wasn't spending on a phone, watching TV. So now you've got to think, there's a direct correlation there. People don't watch TV.
It's almost but then it's the shift of media, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the shift of media going from televisions in the front room to
phones in hand.
In the hand, laptops.
Yeah.
One, in some ways as well, though, the fact that people don't watch TV, I don't think it's bad that things are going streaming and stuff. Streaming and stuff is obviously the way forward. Everything's going. that way it's much more useful. You can watch what you want when you want to watch it.
Yeah.
I think the thing that's like phones and other stuff, like portable stuff, is that's something that that stuff is putting a barrier between. Is like there was that period where you as a group would sit and watch something.
Yeah.
And people don't do that anymore as much.
No.
Like,
Well, I mean, they do. They kind of do because people set up parties and stuff now to go and watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but they don't like.
But it's
like for the majority of the time, it would be like a daily thing. Okay, you sit down with your family.
But it's like you don't sit down with your family.
No.
Like, I mean, Gogglebox is an exception.
Yeah.
But they're paid to do that.
Yeah.
So
my family kind of still does. My mum and dad do sit and watch TV together, but they are of that generation that still does that.
So does my mum and Pete.
Yeah. So. But I feel like our generation is going towards, obviously, again, it's like that isolation.
Yeah.
So the idea of like isolating ourselves a bit more, like where you want to watch something, but you don't want to watch it with someone else because they're going to be annoying for it or something. Or this is your show, this is what you like to watch by yourself, so you sit alone and watch that. Or
it's like when you and a friend both like the same content creators, it's like, okay, we like the same thing, probably for different reasons, so I'm not going to watch it with you. But earlier in the kitchen, for example, we watched GMM, didn't we?
Yeah, that's
I know you're going to say that's a bit different, but
no, I was going to. No,
I thought it was quite nice.
It was
like,
quite nice.
We sat there. I was eating my omelette. You were making your pancakes. We just watched Good Mythical Morning.
Yeah.
Whatever. It was nice.
Yeah. But I feel like that is one thing that like the introduction of smartphones and stuff like that is like taking away from that. Is that like group watching thing? It does still happen, but it's like it's less of a thing now, isn't it?
Yeah. What was your first smartphone then?
Well, my first smartphone wasn't. I don't think it was even like a branded one at all.
Mine wasn't.
I'm pretty sure I had a pen, like a stylus.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I said like, oh, everyone has a smartphone now. Can I get one? And obviously.
Obviously, is your mum.
Yes, obviously my mum. My mum has a unique way of processing that sort of thing, unless you tell her exactly. Well, I think especially for like when it was happening and stuff. Again, it was still new to her as well.
Yeah.
Like she still doesn't have like a. He's got a Hawaii now.
Oh, it's quite good. It's quite good.
It's quite good. But like
they just brought out the bendable one, didn't they?
Yeah, but it's more recent, like that she's gotten to that point of like.
Yeah.
She's very like with it and stuff, like when it comes to technology, but like then it was like obviously a new thing. So I got this thing and it's like probably not that much bigger than the Nokia was, except it has a screen now and it has a slot for the pen. I don't even know what brand it was.
Mine.
To be honest, I quite liked it when I first got it. Because I was like, I got a smartphone.
See, I was. When I used that little Samsung for years, and it still works today. That's how like.
I'm pretty sure all the ones I had would have still worked today.
Yeah.
What was your first smartphone?
My first smartphone was. I don't know. It wasn't branded. Well, it was branded, but I can't remember the thing. I know it had an I in it, but it wasn't like. I don't know. But it was basically. It looked like a rip-off iPhone.
Okay, fair.
But it wasn't a rip-off iPhone. It was its own thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got something similar to that after the the next one. Because I didn't get like an iPhone until much later than everyone else.
My first actual smartphone, one that can do kind of what it does now, was the iPhone 3GS.
Yeah,
then again, that was my uncle's, and I only had it for like 3 months because he used it till it was breaking. So.
I'm pretty sure my first one was a iPhone 3GS as well.
Yeah. Well, that's where everyone starts.
But I didn't get that until much later. I know because I know I had this thing that was like an iPhone but wasn't for a long while, because obviously it's not broken. I don't get a new one. That's how.
Yeah. I remember.
Well, it's my birthday.
I remember one.
Like one of my birthdays, but
I remember one time. I think I don't think you were there. It was myself. It was Matt, Rolando, all that people. We were Kai. We were in Blenheim Gardens, and Matt was trying to break his phone so he could get a new one. So we all just took turns, right? So we were lobbing his phone. You know the tree we climbed?
Yeah.
We were lobbing his phone.
Climbed.
Fuck off! I would still climb that if I went there.
Okay, I would still climb it, but the way you said it was like
you know the tree we climb on the regular.
like once a week.
No, but
tree climbing sesh.
We climbed up the top of that. We were throwing it down. We were throwing it at the tree. We were throwing it up the tree. We were throwing it different branches. Also, he could get a new phone, and the thing wouldn't break.
I'm pretty sure even if I did break something like that, I'd just be called called something by my parents, and then given back like the Nokia.
Yeah,
but there you go. You can have that for another year. Then since you broke
mine didn't break, but it got really slow. Mine got super slow, and then Mum was like, "All right, I'll get you a new phone."
Fair enough.
So, going back to the what would you do without the whole writing letters tangent I went on.
Yeah.
What's your answers to that?
For me, it's slightly different because I feel like I've had a bigger period between using my phone than a lot of other people have, like using my phone regularly as much as other people do. Partially because I didn't have like mobile internet until like properly until like this year, or the year just like the halfway through the last year, and then before that, all I had was like I had a gig or something of Wi-Fi to use. So I've had like I feel like I have had less time than a lot of other people like using phones, and I spend a bit less than some people do. In my own opinion, obviously I don't know.
You don't know the average.
I don't know the average like of how much I use my phone compared to what other people do.
It's got that phone right now, doesn't it? Yours might not. But...
Yeah, mine not. I still have an iPhone 5C. Which is it still works. It's fine.
It's a decent phone. Well, it used to be mine, didn't it?
Yeah.
So it's still going strong today.
Again, shows how I get each of my new phones.
Hand-me-downs.
Well, the iPhone before was my sister's. The only one I've ever broken was my sister's. So
yeah, like on iPhone now it says your screen time and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I've used my phone today for 3 hours and 27 minutes, which is quite a lot.
It's not terrible,
but that's lower than my daily average.
Okay.
So
yeah, no, that's that. Yeah, I think just more. I think from what I've said, it's just more socializing in person.
Definitely.
And I feel like that also builds up confidence.
Yeah, I think if you didn't have your phone, or maybe obviously you wouldn't do this because it would be a stupid thing to do, but leave your phone here on a night out.
Yeah.
So you're not on it. You physically can't go on it, and then talk to somebody.
Yeah. Again, I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that.
But I wouldn't do that. But that's more because if something happens.
Yeah. Which is completely understandable.
Yeah.
I'm not saying do that. But I'm
It's
saying
also because
if you were to do that.
It's also because if we're in an awkward social situation where I don't know people, I can quickly run to my phone.
Yeah, but that's the issue.
That's fair. That's what we're trying to get out of.
This is like, what you're not meant to do.
Yeah, but I think there's a change of that when I don't like the people.
If you don't like the people, then that's understandable.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but in general, it's what we're trying to get around. But yeah. But yeah, I was definitely a lot more active when I didn't have a phone. Like, if I hadn't have gone down the route of getting a smartphone or whatever, I think I would probably play basketball, play football still, probably go to the gym more than I do. Yeah. There's ways of like other people. It's a group of people doing things, isn't it? Basically.
Yeah. But I definitely when I was a kid, I used to go out and play. Football and that. Yeah. Obviously, I wasn't very good at it as a kid. Yeah. I wasn't like, superstar Matt playing football. Yeah. Used to play with Mr. K-Lads.
You didn't have Olympic dreams. But...
No, I didn't have Olympic dreams. Mate, when I was a kid, I wanted to be. I said to my mum, I want to be the voice of Scooby-Doo. I mean, that can still happen, but that's not an Olympic dream.
No.
So I'm going to go out and play football, go rock roll.
All right. Recommendations for this week.
Oh, you go first.
A show that I thought about recently because they just brought out the second season. There's a show called On My Block on Netflix, and I really enjoyed the first season. I've yet to start the second season, but it was one of those shows where it's like it's a Netflix original, and there was like things about whether it was going to get a second season or not, just because of like how much it was watched. But it was just it's about a Latin family in America, and like there's some like gang violence and stuff in the streets, but it's about the kids living there.
Yeah.
And the things that are happening on their block.
Yeah.
As the title would presume you to think. But it's just a really entertaining show, and it's actually it's a drama comedy.
Okay.
So like there's quite a lot of comedic stuff in it. It's more comedy than anything, but like there's some quite hard hitting drama in it as well.
Yeah.
But I quite enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward to watching the second season. So far, I just started watching. Because of our university projects, and because of a recommendation from one of our university tutors, I'm on the second episode of the HBO series Deadwood.
Oh.
It's a Western series, but the first episode was good. It's not a Game of Thrones sort of thing. It's a HBO show, so obviously there's violence, there's a lot of swearing. There's nudity and shit, but like so far it's intriguing, but it's some of it's slow, but like when it like picks up, it's like oh damn, and it's interesting so far. I might come back to. There's 3 seasons. I've got 3 seasons of it to go through, and they're all like an hour episode, so. I've got a bit to go through, but I might come back at some point in this period of the podcast on another episode and like.
It's really good. Go watch it.
Yeah, I'll give you I'll give you like the lowdown of what I thought of it in the end. But so far, I'm enjoying it. Like so far, it's intriguing, and if you haven't had a look at it, maybe you should have a look at it.
Maybe I will.
Oh, that's one other thing. This is a quick third recommend. I got a lot of recommendations this week. It's just because of a conversation that happened in university today, and it surprises me the amount of people that haven't seen Lord of the Rings.
Oh, right, yeah.
If you haven't seen Lord of the Rings, watch Lord of the Rings, because for God's sake,
for God's sake,
it's a massive part of pop culture. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, I've seen it.
Obviously, I know. It might not be some people's cup of tea, but it's an amazing piece of cinema. It pushed cinema forward, like leaps and bounds with some of the stuff they did and like created to do those films. Like just like the perspective stuff that they came up with alone is incredible to make the characters like the sizes that they are and appear the way they are.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, go see it. And then watch The Hobbit. Okay, so my recommendations are a little bit all over the place because it was my birthday a couple weekends ago. My last weekend before, something like that. I'm 21. I'm getting old, but because it's been a couple of weeks, I've been watching a lot of Game Grumps videos, and you have
honestly,
recommended that to me.
I have recommended them to you. They are very funny. They're basically us. One's Aaron's a bit more shouty. He's a bit more.
I was going to say they're us but successful.
They are us but successful. Dan is a little. I think I'm more of a Dan than an Aaron. But
I don't know what that means, but
you'll know when you go to see it.
Maybe I'll find out.
I was watching them play Mario, which is why I wanted Mario on the Switch and got it. And that leads me on to my second recommendation, play Mario on the Switch because it's really good. It's really fun.
Which Mario is it?
It is Super Mario. Wii? No, I don't know.
Not Wii.
What? It's like it's It came out on the Wii U, but wasn't very popular.
Okay, and they re-released it on the Switch.
And they re-released it on the Switch.
Have you played much of
Smash?
Smash yet?
I have. It's pretty good.
We should battle soon.
I'm not going to recommend Smash just because I feel like everyone plays Smash.
Also, you haven't played it long enough
got into it properly yet.
Yeah.
But the game is Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe.
Okay.
So it's not Wii,
yeah.
but it is.
It's the U. It's the U. So
I recommend that. Really fun game. If you like Mario, then it's right up your street. I'm a classic Mario guy. I like the platform.
Yeah.
Instead of the 3D.
Yeah.
Though I haven't played the 3D. I've just seen it, and like maybe I'll play it one day. I might get Odyssey. We'll see what happens.
Are you gonna get Yoshi, the new Yoshi game?
I don't know. It looks alright, but at the same time, I'm like, it's just Yoshi.
Yeah.
Like for me, Yoshi's cool when he's in the Mario game.
That's fair.
But
yeah.
Or Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Because it's Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to recommend to people is
both just freeze today. Free recommendations.
Yeah, well, you did too. So
no match me.
I have to match you. Yeah. Mine's more. This is a different kind of recommendation. It's sort of just if you're looking or wanting to try out photography, definitely just go and do it. Recently, I've been watching a lot of photography YouTubers and stuff like that, editing their photos. And yesterday, I got a random email saying, we need you to come do some photography for us. So I went down and I did a quick job. And I got to see some free comedy. And yeah, it was just really fun. So like, just go and try out photography. You might end up getting a job. You might not. Who knows? Depends if you're good at it.
You might enjoy it.
You might enjoy it, yeah, and you might get some work experience out of it, and you're gonna meet some new people. So that links back to our socialization thing.
Yeah.
If you're not socially with it, photography is a great thing to do. You do it with your friends,
Stepping
meet
stone.
new people, yeah, whatever. Go do photography. It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that about wraps us up for
this
podcast. So thank you very much for listening.
We'll speak to you in the next one. I keep trying to say see because I'm used to doing YouTube videos.
Make sure you stick around watch this space for more of this.
And some films coming up in the very near future.
That might be a next podcast topic.
That could be a next podcast topic. I don't know when we're going to film on it.
Record this next one. Don't know.
May.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Go follow us on social media and all that stuff. Link in the description below. Yeah. Thank you for listening and goodbye.